What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning the comparison of character. You know the true difference between Anthony Joshua and Deontaywilder? Anthony Joshua is famous, that had an infamous night, a shocking night. Deontaywilder is becoming infamous. See, there's a difference. Anthony Joshua is the kind of person that you get behind because you like his persona. You like his character, okay? The things that he promotes, the things that he says, the role modelship. Those type of things you can get behind. That's the things you like about Joshua. Therefore, you want to follow Joshua based on how he impacts other people in what way, right? Positive. Then you have Deontaywilder, a person that he talks in contradicting ways. He will say things that is not tasteful for anyone that could be a role model, even though he's spoken in front of colleges, in front of children, and he didn't show that side of the crazy talk, But the things you say, it's kind of hard for people when they hear things that comes out of his mouth. It's hard for people to get behind him. You know what I mean? It's just like the thing he said about, hey, I want to look a kid in his eyes and cripple his daddy. Is that really showing a true champion? Is that really showing character? Is that showing any promotion or company that wants to endorse you? What is that saying? That's not showing them that they can back you because you're not marketably compatible for anything that they're trying to sell. So I get the whole idea of Anthony Joshua wanting fame, wanting to be more important than he really was, striving, thriving to be that guy. And he's having some success with that. But the things that is within comes out, okay? And that's what we're learning about Deontay. We're learning you are just the things that you talk that comes from within. Instead of, anybody, that could happen to anybody. There's even the same things that he said, hey, I'm okay with accepting a loss. This is a dangerous sport. This is heavyweight boxing. Instead of him promoting that, he promoted, Joshua wasn't a real champion anyway. But this is the same Joshua that fought for all the belts that you could have fought for. You could have fought for those belts. Motherfucker, you've been a professional for 11 years. And you got one belt. This motherfucker been here for 5 and got 4 belts. How the fuck does that happen when you wanted to be one champion, one face, and one name? What did you do to do that? What did you do to convince your team that you was that guy? Because you were that guy that your manager didn't believe in, obviously, because he didn't want to put you in those type of fights. Those same type of fights that got Anthony Joshua initially knocked out ultimately. Okay? And if your manager protected you and prohibited you from fighting these type fights like Klitschko, right? You could have fought Charles Martin for the IBF. Instead of doing that, you allowed him to protect you. If you believed in yourself, the speak it, believe it, receive it claim, you would have told your manager, no, I don't want these potato cans, these tomato cans. I don't want these nobodies, these Uber drivers, these part-time plumbers, these fucking garbage men. I don't want these guys. I want the guys that's going to bring me success. And I want you to manage that because you are my fucking manager. It's not the other way around, people, or it shouldn't be. So I'm baffled on the character or the choice of words that Deontay uses being a champ. See, people want to get behind someone that is positive to people, encourages people, not people that talk shit about making funeral arrangements or, blood and guts and want to kill somebody and death threats and I want a body on my record. Nobody doesn't want to really back that type of shit, especially these days. Because Mike Tyson told Lennox Lewis he wants to eat his kids. And I loved Mike Tyson, right? And I damn near, look, I was fucking shocked. I was more shocked of Lennox Lewis whooping Mike Tyson's ass more than Ruiz was. Second to that. But nonetheless, I was hurt. Mike Tyson was my boy, right? Because I couldn't stand Lennox Lewis. I didn't like him, right? Not because he was from Britain or Canada or Jamaica, wherever the fuck he was from. But I just didn't like him, He just didn't seem like that dude, you know what I mean? And then I guess that's a time in my life where, you grow as a person. You grow older, you realize certain things that is acceptable. And back then, things were acceptable versus now they're not. The Me Too movement, you can't say too many disrespectful or controversial things anyway, right? So that's the differences between the two characters, the characteristics, the actual character of a person. You know what I mean? So Deontay, the question is now, he's still undefeated. He has a draw on his record. The question is, how will he take his first loss? And I got another video to cover Anthony Joshua's post-conference. So you guys, stay tuned for that. I'm uploading a lot of stuff to upload. But, back to Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder. These guys are two different guys for a reason. And they had two different success levels for a reason. See, Joshua got paid all that fucking money because people knew that, hey, we like this guy. He's likable. He's bankable. He's marketable, right? Versus Deontay, that really hasn't done anything until last year, that's been in the game twice as much. But while he's been in the game, he's talked nothing but negativity, suspect shit. You know what I mean? So it's hard to get behind a person like that. And just led to another example of the choice words that he uses to an ex-champion as being a champion himself. So it's kind of hard to okay, well, damn, that not only that you're bitter or you're envious, you're showing you're a fucking dickhead. You know what I mean? So it's it is what it is. But people show their true colors because when you get the fame, when you finally get the fortune, and you get all the popularity, you then show who you really are, right? And mind you, the last time Deontay Wilder seen Anthony Joshua, he gave him a fucking fist pound, okay? When Joshua knocked out Klitschko in the 11th round, right? So let that sink in. And also let this sink in. All the things you can say about a person, but when you see a person, you fist bump them. Let that sink in. But anyway, this is me counterpunching the differences between two champions, two different people. You guys tell me what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.